It's in the game.
Somebody pop all day. Hold up. Somebody on their way. Hold up. I with a crown all day. Hold up. Somebody can't relate. Black pants.
Ha ha! I beg man, shut up. Let me see you, darling. My lie, 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 like. My lie, 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 like. My lie, 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 like. I love the weekend, love the weekend. Girls up, let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, love the weekend. Girls up, now bet you can. I love the weekend, love the weekend. Girls up, let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, love the weekend. Girls up, now bet you can. My mommy said I could be anybody. I said I want more money than no money. Break bread with that guy who made the Bugatti. Lifestyle is get money, burn everybody. Painting wife, go money to something. Bang, bang. One who understands why I'm always. Who told you I can't handle my You're on the floor, I'm still holding my Gonna be talking. Yeah, let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, love the weekend. Girls up, let me see you, darling.
And away we go. Tatum. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Horford. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Warriors have the basketball.
I got this play on. Let's go.
Durant to Thompson. Curling inside. Inside, he scores.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the perimeter down the stretch.
Irving to Hayward. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. Durant across the timeline. Leads 3. Celtics come away with it.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Slams it down.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Possession lies with Golden State.
My ball.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Irving. Look out. If he's hitting those, could be a long night.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Not going down for him this time. Horford to Irving. Here's a chance from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. Warriors have the basketball. Curry. Not that time. Into the front court, it's Irving. They trail by 1. easy. Defense has to communicate. If he keeps playing like this, we all may believe that the earth is indeed flat.
And that's what you love about Kyrie. He's constantly probing. He's probing on the court by maintaining his dribble, and then also probing off the court with saying lines like the earth is flat. The fact that that was on the cover of every magazine, the headline of every social media title, goes to show you that Kyrie is great at hijacking your amygdala both on and off the court.
To Hayward. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Golden State at the controls. Durant to Green. Surveys the floor. Driving right to the basket. Celtics have it. Irving with the basketball. The score 12-8. Irving. Well, this could be a sign of things to come. He's 3 of 4 from downtown to start the game.
And a dangerous thing for the defensive team, he has fresh legs. That was great lift on that jump shot.
Steve Kerr, good. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Irving. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
And he connects on the first free throw. Second to 3, got it. Knocks down all 3 at the line. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
It's Steph at the controls. Celtics come away with it. Irving into the front court. Lead is 12. Irving to Marcus Morris. Hayward buries it. It's a 3. You look at Gordon Hayward. Who does he remind you of in the NBA?
Paul George more so on the offensive end. He has the height and the size to shoot over smaller guards. Plus, I love the fact that he utilizes his body. How about in his 7 years with the Utah Jazz, he made $53 million. You're seeing his game really blossom, which is the reason why Danny Ainge signed him to that 4-year, $128 million deal.
To Marcus Morris. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
I'm the first to say I like the intensity as much as the next guy, but you gotta be smart. Early fouls like that may come back to haunt you later in the game.
First free throw is good. He delivers with 2 free throws. 3 for 3. Nice. Warriors basketball to Green. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Banks it in for 2.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Hayward buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
That misses with 3 seconds left. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Gets off the three. At the buzzer. And it's no good as time's run out here in the first quarter. The first quarter's complete. The Celtics own a comfortable lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. It's Golden State basketball. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Runner here won't go down. Livingston across the timeline. Down a bundle. Livingston. Celtics have it. Here's Irving into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Irving to Marcus Morris. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go. He went down 5 minutes into his Celtics career. So how much of an evaluation period should Gordon Hayward get coming off a tough injury?
Well, with a potential franchise player, you always rather be safe than be sorry. And he needs to pay attention to his body more so than anybody. From a player who personally had a dislocation of the ankle, which is a bone bruise when I was trying to come back and play, that could take a couple of years to heal fully. So Gordon Hayward's ability to make sure that he feels that he trusts his body is the most important thing.
Tatum. He was all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Irving. Message. Received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Screen. Slam dunk, Sean Livingston. Man, that was sweet.
It's all about that first step, and it's all about angles. Look at the way he got his shoulders through the angle of the defender. That first step was great, but those shoulders getting through, that was a difference.
That's off the side of the rim, no good. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Hayward to Marcus Morris. The pass set it all up.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
To Green. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. First one goes down. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Kyrie across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. Irving over to the right side. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, short. Iguodala to bring it up. His guys down big and scores. Irving to Marcus Morris. A bad pass there. Warriors have it. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Irving. And the rebound comes down to Green. Cook to bring it into the front court. He'll run the offense. Durant, and he hits. What more does this guy have to prove?
He has everything to prove because he's not trying to prove it to you behind the screen watching this game, playing this game. He's trying to prove it to himself, Kevin Durant, every day that he is the greatest to ever put on an NBA uniform.
Curling inside. A drive by Durant, but a shot. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Has a chance. He's looking for that touch.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's a player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Irving. Tatum. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. KD with the rock. Has a look. Second effort. The follow won't go either.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
To Durant, going to launch beyond the arc. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Into the front court, it's Irving. The lead is 11. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Steve Kerr gets some new personnel on the floor. Hayward. Irving. That's how you defend. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Down 11. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Irving. That one also no good. Deep three at the buzzer. That's it for the first half with the Celtics in front.
The Celtics will start the second half. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Celtics have the advantage on the scoreboard at halftime. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to... Here's our top plays from the first half.
Player of the half.
Kyrie Irving was a pickpocket in the first half, getting all kinds of steals. I'm interested to see if he can keep it up. All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
It's Curry controlling the offense. Trying to cash in, add 2 points to the board. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit.
Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Celtics recover. Rises for the slam. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Durant with the basketball up top. His guys trail by 10. Knocked loose. Green. Curry. That no good. Off the mark. Irving with the basketball. His guys lead here. Early stages, third quarter. Irving. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. That one also no good.
In the first half, he pretty much made every single shot. It was magical to watch. But now that you have drawn so much attention, try to get your teammates more involved.
Count the basket.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Rejected by Green. Warriors able to recover.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Thompson, beyond the arc for three. Brown's got the rebound. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Number 0, Jason
Hayward to Jaylen Brown. To Horford. Tatum. Shot by Tatum won't go. A pass taken away by the Celtics. And scores, plus the foul. Al Horford taking it to the basket. And now with a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Missed it at the line. Curry into the front court. They find themselves down 10. Out of bounds, last touch by the Celtics. Cousins. Durant. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
To Marcus Morris. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
And gets both to drop at the line.
I see you've been working on your game.
Durant across the timeline. His guys down by 9. They work it down to Cousins. Another follow. No good.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
The drive right to the basket on a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Just not going down.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Scores from the post.
You know, for a long time, I've been calling JT a young Paul Pierce because of his isolation moves, in particular in tight spaces. With fadeaways, step backs, whatever you want, he has. Now, that came from watching him a couple of years ago play at Duke Fantasy Camp in the summer. He was going against Jabari Parker for 3 days in a row. 3 days in a row, he gave Jabari the business. Now, this young kid was not even a freshman in college and was scoring any way he wanted to. And you knew that he was destined for success in the league. Danny Ainge got the steal of the draft.
And a put-back slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters. But when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Irving. To Brown, down low. Inside, he scores.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Warriors have the basketball. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Irving into the front court. His team on top by 13. Oh, and a putback.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Knocked loose. That'll get out of bounds off of Irving. It remains Warrior basketball. Thompson. To Cousins. Thompson. Oh, Horford up to block the shot.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Get back.
It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Ball's controlled by Boston. Gets it in the left corner. Rozier, that's off the side of the rim, short.
They had so much success in the first half knocking down the three-point shot. That's not the case so far in the second. Try to play inside out. Maybe attack the rim. See the ball go in first.
Rozier into the front court. His guy's up by 15. Rozier. And he knocks it down. Jay.
The post-shot confidence is everything. He's still running down the court, holding his extension.
Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. And look out.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Kevin Durant has it. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Celtics keep possession. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Hayward to Marcus Morris. Horford. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. Curry into the front court. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. Curry. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Green. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Rozier rocking the rim.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
It's Steph Curry with the rock. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
First one, count it. 2 for 2 on that trip. To Horford, around the perimeter. Tatum. He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good.
When cold shooting like this starts in the second half, maybe utilize a head fake. Get that defender in the air, jump into him, create some contact, get to the free throw line.
Has a chance. Oh, hits it with a defender in his space. Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Knocked loose. Durant. Can't connect. To Rozier. Has a look. Off the mark. What on earth was he thinking?
Closing out or contesting his shot is a really bad idea because now the offense knows they can extend you away from the basket, and that's away from your original position as being a help defender.
Rozier. Defense all over Rozier. Can't connect. Durant with the basketball up top. His guys down big. Here's Irving into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. And the basket good at the rim.
That transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Rozier gets it to go, and the foul.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm, and that's what we saw.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Got it.
Easy layup.
Curry has it.
Here we go.
To Green.
I got him.
Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Rocking the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Here's Curry with it up top.
Here we go.
Looking to make something happen.
Cookies.
Rozier with it. He'll run the offense. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave. Any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Thompson. Celtics come away with it. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Curry with the ball.
I got ball. I got ball. I got ball. I got ball. I got ball. I'm here.
Had a chance, but it's no good.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still, you got to make that one.
Rozier, shot won't go. He has to create to get a better look.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Tatum. And long last. He missed his first 5 attempts from beyond the arc, but he gets that one to go.
Welcome to psychological warfare, provided he's not taking bad shots. But if I were the defense, I would let him keep shooting it. Make him think about it a little bit more.
Curry, spinning shot, won't fall.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. They're set to jump it up to see who gets possession. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. It's a victory here for the Celtics as they win this one in very.
The Celtics dominated this game from beginning to end. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics. The Warriors seem to give up on this game.
Game track. Steals. Player of the game.
Kyrie Irving is the choice for what you're seeing here, and that's unselfish play. Tight passes, great timing, and an impressive basketball IQ. He earned more respect than what I already have for him.
Who was gold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1. Game track.
The Warriors lost this game long before the final buzzer. And every team in this league loses games. You just don't want the Celtics. The Warriors really lost big in this match. The Celtics could not have been more dominant in this game. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Boston Celtics. The Warriors seemed to lose their edge as the game got out of hand. And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again.